This is the Iowa Weather Report for Saturday, November 15th, 2014. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at noon today. We have a system approaching from the west. It'll be bringing us a little bit of light snow, maybe moderate snow at times across the state. The heaviest snow looks to be across our northern counties where they could get up to 4, maybe a little bit more inches of snow. The rest of it, the state could see lighter amounts, especially to the south and southeast of the state. Highs today will remain mainly in the 20s to lower 30s across the state with mainly cloudy skies along with that snow. That snow will be pushing off to the east as we move into Sunday. Could see some light snow showers very early in the morning in our eastern counties, otherwise slow clearing. Some partly to mostly sunny skies around, but don't expect it to warm up any. Highs still remaining in the 20s to around 30. And then the cold air really comes down for next week. Monday, temperatures may struggle to reach 20 in many areas. So teens would be likely for highs, lows in the single digits, wind chills near zero or even below zero at times. Could see a flurry or two on Monday. Tuesday it looks to be rather benign. The weather will be a little better. The temperatures won't be much better. Lows back in the single digits Tuesday morning, climbing into the 20s for highs on Tuesday, with some partly to mostly sunny skies. Wednesday brings another little disturbance rotating around this big upper level feature over eastern Canada. Could clip the state with a few flurries at that time. Better chances would be across Minnesota, Wisconsin, and into the Great Lakes. And then Thursday, it still looks rather chilly and brisk across the area. Highs still remaining in the 20s. Unlike we saw yesterday, where it looked like we'd see a slight moderation toward the end of the week, it doesn't look like that's going to happen with this run. And you can see another system coming in from the west as we move into Friday. This could bring us some light snow possible. It's very early to determine any accumulations, but they look to be rather light if this is to be correct. Most of the moisture will be to the south. You can see by next Saturday, you can see that disturbance over Oklahoma and Texas beginning to move into the lower Mississippi River Valley and the Tennessee River Valley. And that's going to then be moving up to the east coast at that point. And otherwise, as we go into next weekend, it looks like it's going to stay rather brisk, readings likely around the 30-degree mark, give or take a couple of degrees. Any precipitation looks to be to our south and southeast, and another storm slamming into the Pacific Northwest coast. And then as we go to the extended period, November the 26th, we have a system moving through again with the northwesterly flow. A bit of a ridge over the southwest, especially Arizona back into California. This is going to bring systems into the northwest, the west coast of Canada, and then dive down into our neck of the woods. That could bring us a little bit of light snow at that time, and this is a day or two before Thanksgiving. So it looks like we're still looking on track for possibly some interesting wintry weather around the Thanksgiving Day holiday. The end of the forecast, the end of November, November the 30th, we have a big upper level low over the Gulf of Alaska, another one over the Canadian Maritimes, a bit of a disturbance moving through southern Texas, and with this split flow east and west and a storm to our south, that could bring temperatures up a little bit, but this is still more than 2 weeks out, and this could be gone on the very next run, but it's something we can hope for some above seasonal temperatures as we move toward the month of December. Satellite image from last evening, you can see the next storm system off to our west, bringing some high and mid-level clouds across the Rockies and into the high plains. This is going to be bringing us our snow later today as it moves to the east. Another system is approaching the northwest coast. At that point, and the watch warning map from last evening, some hard freeze warnings continue over the southeast, especially the Gulf Coast into the southeast. Winter weather advisories from Iowa, Missouri, southern Minnesota, westward into Utah, Wyoming, and Idaho, and otherwise fairly quiet across the rest of the country. But the QPF chart doesn't look very quiet. This is the precipitation for the next 5 days. This goes through Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock, showing a little bit of precipitation around here, mainly in the form of a couple of inches of snow.